Aloha, this is Brett Hooper with Aloha CodeWorks, and welcome to Module 1 of Introducing Web Components with Dart. In this module, we'll take a high-level view of Dart and look at what Dart really is, why we would want to use Dart in practice, and how we can use Dart for rapid application development. When Dart was introduced to the world in 2011, its long-term goal was to replace JavaScript as the only language for running in browsers. JavaScript wasn't designed to create large, complex apps, and we all know how difficult it can be to create a JavaScript app with any significant size. Today's web projects are huge, always. There's very little need for any app that can't be called complex. Dart was created for easily creating complex web applications. Near the end of 2013, the Dart team released a 1.0 version, which was the first stable release. We'll be working with version 1.11, which includes simplified APIs for asynchrony. The Dart language continues to evolve, as plans have been published for an extension with a new runtime called Fletch, which is designed for cross-platform, mobile, and desktop development. Dart provides an easy-to-understand development approach which allows developers to stay focused on writing apps instead of fighting with the language itself. Dart was designed as an object-oriented, class-based language with a single inheritance model that allows mix-ins and a C-style syntax. Other aspects of the language come as familiar to developers with experience in other languages, such as abstract classes, encapsulation, reflection, exceptions, ad nauseam. One particularly cool feature is optional static type checking, which we'll look at down the road a bit. We'll also look at some of Dart's more advanced concepts, such as asynchronous calling with its future-based API, streams, type defs, and dependency management, to name a few. Dart code compiles directly to JavaScript with Dart's Dart2JS compiler, so any app created with Dart can run in any modern browser. Dart2JS ships with the SDK and produces extremely efficient JavaScript. Originally, Google had planned to upgrade the Chrome browser by including the Dart VM, which runs native Dart code. Recently, however, the Dart VM Chrome integration has been shelved, and the Dart team is now even more focused on optimizing the Dart2JS compiler and making JavaScript produced with Dart as performant as possible. Dart VM is still a significant part of the development lifecycle, however, as the SDK includes the Dartium browser, which includes the Dart VM, and saves developers from having to compile to JavaScript when debugging and testing, etc., thus making the development process a joy and alleviating development compile wait time altogether. All production code, though, will always be compiled, highly optimized JavaScript created by Dart's Dart2JS compiler. All good. Dart code can be run as command-line script with the Dart VM. Dart VM runs Dart code very quickly and efficiently, as it doesn't compile the code down to bytecode or an intermediate form, but interprets the code directly. Server-side code is supported on Google's managed VMs with Docker, which makes Dart a viable option for Google Cloud Platform integrations.